Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, it's not even really a question. Christa Allen fired from The Bold and the Beautiful. Now, I talked about this in my members live stream, and we'll sit there and talk about it here. She got fired. The way that she got fired was messed up. They pretty much called her and was like, yeah, by the way, we're not going to renew your contract. You did a great job, and good luck. This is after she already took a photo shoot with these people, and their attitude Their attitude was pretty much, well, we don't need her. We don't need to tell the character. They're in crisis mode right now. They need somebody to sit there and talk to. And you're sitting there saying, we don't need her. So you pretty much just kind of brung her there so this way she can have some sort of love triangle with Brooke and Ridge. And we all knew that he was going to go back to Brooke anyway. So my question is, what the hell did he bring her there for? And we're going to sit there and talk about all the shows: General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born and Beautiful, Young and Restless. As you are coming in, make sure you do hit the like button. It really does actually help. Let's close this out. Blackmon, how you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. Hope you had a great day. Yuan, how you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. Hope everyone had a good day. Had a good day. Finished getting the rest of my Christmas presents. I'm like, what the hell? They don't have bags. Like the place that I went to do my Christmas shopping, they're like, yeah, we don't have bags anymore. Okay. Do you offer to have people buy bags? Like, then the Uber was kind of annoying. Dude parked all the way down further than where I was. I'm calling him and he's not picking up the phone. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? Then he drops me off. He's gonna drop me off across the street from my house, and I'm carrying these gifts. I'm like, are you kidding me? Duan says, did Eric die? No, no, he did not. Actually, to tell you the truth, he looked like he's about to open up his eyes. Today they was talking about taking him off the ventilator. All this stuff that was going to. Yep, he was about to wake up. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm very, very curious about that. Bold and the Beautiful has actually been doing a pretty damn good job. I gotta hand it to him. I know a lot of people don't like the Eric storyline. They feel like it's dragging and it's going out and and blah 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 blah. And that's true. But I'm also finding some value in it too. Um, People always sit there and talk about quality of life and respecting one's last wishes. And you can see how hard it is. How even Steffi was sitting there struggling with her decision, thinking that she made a mistake by by pushing against Riz to keep Eric alive. Blackmon says Bridget has the hots for Finn. Yeah, it seemed like it's gonna be crazy. Cody's nitty. He won't tell anybody that his father. I hate Cody. Okay, how you doing tonight, Kaiwan? Juan says I was out today and I missed BMB. It was a good episode. It was a good episode. You got Zende. Seemed like he's getting closer to Luna. Sharing his frustration. Yeah. I mean, yesterday's episode, they didn't even bother to sit there and tell Zende that they were going to the hospital. Ridge, I mean, he doesn't even feel like he's a part of the family at this point. And I don't blame him. Because they're not doing much to really include him. Darby's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Hope you had a great day. They're not really doing much to sit there and include him. Like, they're not really doing much to include him. And, Ridge's whole, well, since RJ started the line, then he should be the one to finish it. I don't feel like that's a good enough reason. I really don't. I feel like that's the reason that he's giving. And the only reason why he really The only reason why he's really not their champion for that, the reason why he's champion for that is because it's his son. He wouldn't sit there and do that unless it was his son. Black Mustache was okay, say ready for the SEC to be yeah. Reminds you of Mariah and Tess, I guess you're talking about, Kaiwan? Jerry Oscar said GH was a 7 say. Well, that's a high score. It was pretty decent. It wasn't terrible. I'm ready for the holiday stuff to be over. Um, it's just like stuff that they do. It's like they pad in a lot of stuff. They pad in a lot of stuff. Like Lois went to talk about how she got from, how she travels through Brooklyn. I'm like, why does anyone care about how you're traveling through Brooklyn? No one cares. Why are you telling Tracy that for? That was the definition of padding right there. Darby says then they should take his talents elsewhere since he's not valued by the forces, and I agree with that. Jonathan was good. Yes, I agree with that. I'm like, dude's been passed over, and it's not cool. It's not cool, and it's definitely nepotism right there. Like, don't get me wrong. It seems like RJ has the talent. He knows how to draw, but so does Zende. He's been there longer. You don't listen to let your son skip ahead because he's your son. You give a BS reason that everyone knows is a BS reason. And like I said, they fired Kristen Allen. Ever since even Carter and Luna knew about Eric before Zende did, yeah. Well, Luna was working close with him, so I understood. I understand why Luna knew, but Carter, yeah, that's pretty foul right there. The dude who was literally banging Quinn at one point, you know, he knew. The guy who literally betrayed Eric, he knew before Zende did. Now, if that's not messed up, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. That's some foulness right there. That's some straight up foulness. And honestly, to tell you the truth, another subplot that they were doing today on General Hospital was the Alexis part of should she go skydiving, should she not go skydiving, she gets cold feet, she may go, she may not go. I'm like, can you just make up your mind already? Ronnie Ron was good. Can you just make up your mind already? This should not have been a conversation that should have lasted 20 something minutes. And towards the end, she's like, okay, fine, I want to go on skydiving, just sign my will or last testament. So I'm like, come on, boo. Like I felt like I felt like certain stuff was just padded to make the show to make the episode longer than it really needed to be. See, again, this is why I like Days because they're on Peacock. They have a length, like they can decide their length. If it's going to be 36 minutes, if it's going to be an hour, if it's only going to be, Johnson said Chase was better than Days today by just 1 point. Yeah, Days was okay. I could have did without the whole going through the memory lane stuff. I mean, it was cool because I've never seen it, but it felt like that dinner scene felt like padding to me. Juan says I want Tracy to go skydiving. Darby says if Zende will allow Ridge to treat him so, then Ridge will continue to mistreat him, and everyone else in the family will allow Ridge to do so. Yeah. Ron says so Holly spent her birthday by her damn self. She was pissed when Johnny left her. Yeah, I mean, she was so annoying. Holly, oh my god. I want somebody to be fired at this point. AE said Krista didn't get fired, she quit. Where'd you hear that from? Anthony, the #1 YouTuber, how are you doing tonight? I have McDonald's adult Happy Meal. They got an adult Happy Meal. Johnson says, and Holly is the gift that keeps giving. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Valerie, how have you been? Damn, it seems like it's been forever since I've seen you. How have you been out there, Valerie? Damn. As soon as I saw that, I was like, wait, I haven't seen Valerie in a hot minute. Like in a hot minute. So welcome back. Yeah, Holly was just annoying. She gets pissed drunk, and then she calls Johnny and starts insulting him. And then Darby says most grown spend their birthdays alone at a happy. Well, yeah, I mean, as a grown ups, but I mean, it's technically she's still like a teenager, but she keeps talking about, oh, I'm 17, I'm legal, I'm legal. I'm at consenting age. I'm like, bro, you're 17. Calvin says, do you think they'll bring back a brand new murder trial on the show? General Hospital, it's been mostly a year now. Well, I mean, maybe. Ron says, what the F is Holly drinking? Isn't she? No, she's 17. She was saying that she is 17. Yeah, because she is 17. Her birthday was this episode, so technically it was her birthday. What's good, Double C? Yeah, no, her birthday was in this episode. Johnson says, and Tate is fed up with Holly with her unrealistic goals to be with Johnny. That's exactly why he dipped on her. That's exactly why he dipped on her, and as he should. I'm blaming. I was just more disappointed it didn't happen sooner. Double C says Holly's 17, she was 19, and yeah, but she's still too young. Yeah, I mean, I feel like 21 is the legal age. I feel like that is the good age, 21. Um, I know. Here's the thing: the United States is the only country that has a problem with age gap dating. Um, Somebody sit there and say a 22-year-old should be with a 40-year-old, and it's like, yeah, that's a U.S. thing. That's not a round the world thing. It was on your birthday, so it's okay to be alone sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Sometimes you just want a day to chill, celebrate your birthday, go out to a movie or something like that. Terry says Jonathan must be thinking, is this what everyone was trying to tell me for months about Holly? What a clueless wonder. Yeah. Chick got drunk. I mean, at least he wasn't driving, so that's something. But the promo is Smith is saying something happens and she gets, she's in the hospital in a coma or something like that. Johnson says, I like to see Days bring in Sydney and give Holly her 2 cents. Hopefully Sydney won't be as annoying as Holly if she comes in. Ron says Steve was pissed when Ron talked about Maggie inviting Constantine. He was annoyed. I think he was just more annoyed. I don't want to sit there and say he was pissed. He was just more annoyed because he was like, he thought that Maggie was done with Constantine. But, Alex had to sit there and be a dick. So she was all upset and sad. Like, bro, you sit there sticking up for a chick that everyone in town is warning you about, which is super smug about it, too. Like, these men are telling you, yo, listen, business-wise, you ain't doing so good. You made a emotional reaction. You made a business decision off of emotional reaction. You out of pocket for that. You out of pocket for that. And so Alex takes it like, oh, well, we're not going to go to the party because, you said something I didn't like. Hey, bro, grow up. Seriously? I'm like I said, I'm looking forward to the truth being revealed about that. I am. I'm glad they didn't lean too hard on the holiday stuff. I feel like General House would have been doing that for a while, and it's been kind of annoying. Like today, he brought in some drama, which is cool. So I'm happy about that. Um, I don't know what's going on with the actress, Leslie Charles. I don't know what's going on with her. Oh, and the tribute towards Jackie, Jackie Z, is going to be a two-parter. Is going to be a two-parter special. I don't know if I'm going to sit down and watch it. I may fast forward through a lot of stuff. I'm not looking forward to it. I know some people are, but WC says before you know who may think it's a spoiler. There's a rumor that Abigail may return from the dead with a new actress. Hmm. Johnson says, I bet when Xander and everyone else learns that he is Victor's son, Xander will take over Titan. Valerie says, good, I needed a break. Oh, well, I hope we didn't actually do anything to, cause you to, you know, like need a break from. Lisa says, Alex doesn't want to jump on the bandwagon. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I do. I do, and I can see that. Spinelli was out of pocket today, coming at Cody that way. I'm like, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. I get that he was angry that he didn't want to sit there and spend the holidays with Cody, but I'm like, that's not your house. Like, that's really not your house. Ron says Maggie really needs to put her blinders on. She can't see Constantine, can't be truthful. Well, yeah, I mean, she's grieving, so she's in a vulnerable position. Johnson says at one point the actor who plays Xander started in a Hercules miniseries where he played Hercules. Really? There was another one? I know there was Kevin Sorbo, and then there was um uh who's the other guy? Who's the other guy? He was in the Nicholas Spark movie. There was young Hercules. So there was another Hercules? Tracy, happy Tuesday to you. Dolly, how you doing tonight? It's good to see you. Earlier says I heard they're going to do a yeah in January. I knew it was January, but I heard about it though. This Hercules there. Yeah. Who was it by? Uh, he was in the Nicholas Spark movie with Rachel Adams. Dolly, thank you, Double C. Ryan Gosling. That's who played young Hercules. Dolly says, "Good. What's the topic tonight? Chris Nally being fired, or Taylor, the character Taylor got kicked out. Do you think Tracy's storyline Gregory Chase is too late now because Gregory is sick? But do you think Tracy's storyline Gregory what? They're going to do anything the story where they fall in love. I don't see that happening. But yeah, Dolly, it's about Chris Nally being fired. Yes, Double C, thank you. Yeah, that's who played young Hercules. I didn't know there was another Hercules though. Lisa says maybe Monica can no longer stand for a long period of time. Yeah, Victor one day sitting in a chair for yeah, that's very true, Lisa, because I know she had a riding accident. She had some sort of riding accident, which took her out from which took her out from the show for a while. And Lisa, when she first came back, I can tell that she was kind of in rough shape. He says, I have sources over at the network. Oh, it's Krista Allen. Alley. Krista Alley. Thank you. Thank you, Jonathan. Terry says Hercules from the 70s from Arnold Schwarzenegger. Terry says, well, Krista has grown as an actor. Maybe she can get scooped up on us. So, yeah, I don't know if she actually wants to do soaps anymore. Sometimes you can have such a bad experience that you may not want to go back to that world again. But it's Krista Alley. Thank you. Oh, Allen. Allen, Krista Allen. Thank you. Thank you, Jonathan. Krista Allen. Thank you. Ever since Titan is too big for Zan to take over by himself, he barely able to run the spectator by himself. He will need help from Maggie, Justin, the family, and probably even Alex. I can see that. Thank you, Jonathan. Krista Alley. Ron says, I wish your take was now calling out Paulina trying to hide her sickness. A concerned daughter. Yeah, a concerned daughter. Delia says, I remember her work on days she played Billy Reed during her villain arc. Hmm. And maybe she can go back to going on days. I know it was either you or somebody said that there was another person that played Billy, and now she's on the Real Housewives or something, and that kind of yeah, she did move. Yes, a Krista did move to Georgia. Who's the actress? Who's the other person that played Billy Reeves? I'm drawing a blank. She's on one of the Housewives shows, but she kind of created like this bad, like she kind of messed up her reputation by being on that show. I don't know if they're gonna actually have her back. Lisa Renna, thank you. Lisa Renna. Thank you, Jonathan. Lisa Renna. Thank you, Jonathan. And thank you, Dolly. Tracy says I forgot her name, but I know who you're talking about. She married a guy that used to play on the soap opera with her. Yeah. Yeah, it was Lisa Renna. And Cherry Ice Cream. How you doing tonight? I saw your comments. For smart reason I don't know why I didn't sit there and say hi to you first came in, so my bad. Um yeah, she moved to GA. Um Darby says, hey, um but yeah. Now somebody in the chat said that Kristen Allen quit. Krista Allen Krista Allen quit. I don't know if that's true or not, but he's such an effing hater. I bet he was happy that she didn't. But Cody and she ain't ish. I don't care what happens. Her Jesus. Okay, that's kind of yeah. That's kind of a little bit too far, Kywin. That's a little too far. I mean, I know they're fictional characters, but damn, you can tone that down a little bit. You're going a little bit too far there, bro. You're not gonna be doing that tonight. So I suggest you tone that ish down. Dolly said Julie was a great Billy too. She was perfect mix of Lisa Rinna and Krista Allen. Portrayal. Spider Quick, what's good? Dolly says somebody was saying Krista Allen would make a great run the recast and I could honestly see it. Now, Lisa says it was said that Krista was offered recurring status and she declined, but her rep said otherwise. Yeah, I heard about that, Lisa. I heard the same thing that they offered her, like, hey, listen, you can come back here now and then. And she was like, no, I'm good. It was okay, Spider Quake. It was okay. It wasn't super great. Not gonna lie, it wasn't super great. No, it wasn't super great today. It was just okay. But yeah, I heard about that. And that's the problem with recurring casts is that if you don't have any other, like if you ain't doing nothing else, you're only getting paid when you come on there. And that's another thing that they try to do with some people to save some money. Well, I mean, it's better than it was better than days today, but it wasn't the best. It was better than days. It wasn't the best though. Billy says, "What's your take? What's your take on the day's casting?" Um, I don't know. I would have to see. I would have to see. I saw her look, but I don't really know who she is. So I would have to sit there and see her. I would have to sit there and see how she does in the show. But yeah, I did get a chance to look at her profile and stuff. I mean, just like her pictures and stuff. Ron says, I bet if Kristen did quit, I don't blame her one, but Belle can name the show The Logan's Clan. So I quick says GH is the best soap, and maybe not today. GH is in general is the best. It's very. I can't with you sometimes. I mean, Spike Quick, I know that you like General Hospital, right? But there are four shows. So just because Days wasn't better than Cheese doesn't mean The Young and the Restless wasn't. But you don't watch The Young and the Restless, so that's why you can't sit there and say it was the best out of all four. Billy says I like the actress. I don't feel like we need another tall, blonde, bad girl. She's cut from the same cloth as Sloane. Hmm. Fishy says telling someone to come back every now and then is an insult. I see why she said she was good. Oh yeah, exactly, Tracy. But also like money. Like I said, you don't get paid if you don't act. If you're not on that day, you know. So quick says I'm not saying it be YNR today. I'm saying in general GH is better because they won. Okay. But see, here's the thing though, and I said this before, Spike Quick. Just because they won the Emmys doesn't mean that they're the best. It just means that they won the Emmy. So what? I don't think that you understand that other people don't view the Emmys as an important status just because they won. I don't think that you get that. Okay, I'm gonna let you get on your little ride, so I'm gonna just sure whatever. Um, Debbie says I didn't like how Alex told Xander that Victor hired Xander to be a gardener without knowing Xander's history with Victor. Riley says I was surprised GH1. I was surprised too because their episodes was not really that good. Their episodes are really not that good, so I was hella surprised. Actually, I wouldn't Spider Quake. Actually, I wouldn't. Like I said, I don't put. Here's the thing: I don't put a lot of faith when it comes towards the Emmys and Grammys and stuff like that. You can win all the awards that you want. You can win all the awards that you want, but Jesse Jess was good. The days. Okay, that's great, Spider Quake. Like I said, I stand on my opinion. regardless of whatever the Emmy. Thank you, Valley. Appreciate that. Valley said just based on the chat here about the other soaps. They can have even the bad episodes. I don't think they have soap is really sticking that much. No, it's not a fact, Spider Quake. It's an opinion. You keep getting confused facts with opinions, and I'm not here to sit there and try to correct you. Dolly says, I feel like Alex gets a lot of criticism for no reason. Maggie and Xander really did start their dislike of him unprovoked. So Kim says, Albert, who do you think should have won? Hmm. Yeah, it was a little kind of nifty out there. A little kind of nifty out there. I don't know. I felt here's the thing. Even if Days didn't win, I would sit there and say maybe Young and Restless. I would even give it to Young and Restless. But yeah, Jess, it was kind of cold out there. Yeah, it's yeah, she's annoying. Evil thing, I gotta agree. She's hell of annoying. Glass should have locked her in the locked crazy house already because he's lying for Cody already. Just as today is the first day they went there. Yeah, it was definitely kind of brick out there. Dolly says no disrespect, but I think there may be a lot of confusion in the chat about how the Emmys work. Peggy says Julie and Lisa Renna. Yeah, that's my whole thing, Dolly. I'm not even too sure how the Emmys work, so I can't even sit there and say I know. But you know, I don't know. Like I said, I don't think that GH was really that good yesterday. I don't feel like it was really that. I mean, I don't feel like it was really good that year. I really don't. And I know people are just like, "Oh, GH won, so they're the best." I'm like, no, I don't. I don't. I'm like, I personally here's the thing, I don't give a damn what the Emmys thought about GH. I don't hold a lot of value when it comes towards the Emmys as far as whoever they pick. I pick the show that I feel have the best episodes. And that year, General Hospital didn't. AE says she did quit. Hmm. Eagle fan said Johnny needs to wake up to smell the coffee. His first fit every stereotype in the book with his naive self. Yeah, I know. It's so annoying. AE, I'm gonna have to look into that. Earlier says single episodes of clips are submitted for viewing. The voters aren't voting on a whole year worth of work. Exactly. That's why when people sit there and say, that's why when people sit there and say, oh, well, Jade was the best because they won. They might really give a damn about the Emmys like that. Like I said, Spider Quake, ain't nobody give a damn about how, ain't nobody really give a damn about the Emmys as far as like what they think is the best. And here's the thing, Spider Quake, that comes from a person who's been watching General Hospital, who likes General Hospital. Nobody's not thinking about it like that. So just said GH wasn't even good today. Ron says I agree with you. The Emmy Awards was not good. Billy says I could be an actor and luck out and submit my best 20 minutes of the year and win. Oh yeah. So I guess, yeah, and you're right. But A said, "Don't believe her rep." Yeah, and and that's see, that's the thing. A When it comes to these stories, there's always three sides. There's the actor and the rep. There's the studio, and then the truth is somewhere in the middle. Delia says a perfect example is how Eric from B&B submitted an amazing monologue last year about growing older and one lead actor. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. It doesn't show a whole body of work. It really doesn't. And I think that's the thing, Dolly. Like you said, you're educating me because I don't know much about DMEs and how they work and stuff. Dolly says we know Eric was not the lead of B&B last year, and yet he won an award. So yeah, it's definitely a little. Yeah, I can see that. Colin says, "Who do you think is the worst soap opera, The Young and Restless or General Hospital?" Between the two of them right now, I would sit there and say General Hospital. I would sit there and say General Hospital. I'm actually really liking Young and Restless. Seriously, I'm actually really liking Young and Restless right now. That's the thing. Like I said, there's his, there's theirs, then the truth is somewhere in the middle. Lisa says B&B did to Quinn and Wyatt like lead to believe Kristen's side. Now, Eagle Fame says YNR is the best soap so far. See? Like, yeah, I don't know if I would agree, but I am liking YNR right now. Eagle Fame says there is at least three or four stories I'm interested in YNR. Yeah, YNR is killing it. Yes, very quick according to you and the Emmys. Yeah, that's what I said, according to you. And that's not a disrespect to you, but you know, and again, it wouldn't even matter if they won. It doesn't mean anything. Just as Albert a Boomer, then so is Darby. Gemini, how you doing tonight? Dolly says I saw an article where some GH producer were talking about type trying to get lapsed fans. Oh, yes, I heard about that. I heard about that. Actually, to tell you the truth, I saw it on Twitter, and oof, no, Spider-Quake is not a fact, it's an opinion. And I'm going to keep saying it's an opinion. Because it's an opinion. Yep, I heard about that, Darlene. Actually, to tell you the truth, I read it on Twitter, and people were losing their ish. Ron says, Albert, what Bell did to Taylor, Wyatt, and Quinn was disgusting and not even an exit storyline. It was disgusting. Jess says, oh, Spider-Quake says, not a fact. Oh, okay. So you're a little confused. I'm just gonna just push that away. Um, Johnson says, I would have to say Days is on top right now. It's not perfect, but so far it's the most entertaining. Yes. And he says the war shows are popularity contests. Mm, yeah, But I still can't sit there. I still can't believe that it really does come down to submitting, and that's my opinion. Dolly says Days is scaring me with the Holly thing. They made a point of her saying that she is legal in the state. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, 17. I'm like, sis, that's ain't nobody listening to. No, I'm not Spider Quake, but I'm not gonna go back and forth with you tonight about that. Um, yeah, it was just weird. And then she started drinking and just acting all dumb. I'm like, yo, now you got, and now exactly, and now Dolly, you got this whole thing with you got this whole thing with something's going on with Paulina. Johnson says aging Holly that fast was a mistake. Putting her on the show was a mistake. Eagle fan says Holly and Nicole are Looney Tunes. Dolly says it's making me worry they're trying to do a Carrie Austin Sammy redo. I'm just not feeling it though. Lisa said there are 17-year-olds dating older other men in real life. It's not unheard. No, it's not unheard of. It's kind of gross, though, Lisa. No, it's not unheard of. And like I said, most states, um, even Canada, I think it might be. I think Canada might be 16. I think Canada might be 16, but I'm not too sure though. By the way, you're not 21. It's yeah. But no, I know it's definitely heard of. Dolly said the thing is, Sammy had a clear path to her obsession with Austin. There were steps to her snapping. And it seems like Holly is just kind of just racing through that, I guess, right? Well, Darby, it depends on where you're at. Like I said, Darby, I gotta sit there and look this up as official, but I heard you can be 16 in Canada. I don't know if the laws changed or anything like that, but that's what I heard. Kyrie's, the one and only, Jess, and everyone else. Now, that's right. We are everyone else. Lisa said men do it to date younger women like decades apart. Yeah, I know. Joey says exactly. They're telling us, not showing us with Holly. Yeah. Jocelyn says Holly could redeem herself by looking at the test results and the Damaris safe and discovering that Eric is indeed the father of Nicole's baby and expose Desperado Pearson. She would earn points. Hmm, it would help, but honestly, to tell you the truth, Jonathan, I'm less forgiving now. I give you a lot of points for that. Well, yeah, Ron. I mean, she's a kid, which and that's the thing. Like, I get that she's a kid, but still annoying. Darby says, Albert, you put some thoughts into dating below the legal age, and I said America, Albert, not Canada. No, no, I did not. And no, I didn't read that part. I was just meant to saying Canada in general. No, Darby. Like I said 21. No, I said 21, Darby. AE says the daytime Emmys don't even show the clips anymore. Melly Mel, my heart queen. Joey says I'm wondering if Holly knew Eric killed her bio dad. Hmm. No, Darby. Harry says I came back from the feeding event. It wasn't even the one that was planned that got postponed, but this one was online. I think I had like 8 to 3 minutes dates. 8 dates, 3 minutes dates, only truly like one woman I met. They're, the Marcus, what? The networks always have has makes sense, Mel. Yeah, it is Friday's episode. It always says, "Can we get Holly in at least one freaking scene with Maggie? I'm so sick of her crying about being alone when there is no way Maggie would not invite her." Yes, and I agree with that. Oh, the good Angela. Every state in the United States has some form of Romeo and Juliet law, and some southern states start the age of consent at age 14. Most of 15 and 16. Other persons could be 21. Damn, that's nuts. Also gross. But how you doing tonight, Angela? The good Angela. I'm gonna call you the good Angela, as opposed to the one that's built like a damn iPhone charger. It's good to see you again. Good to see you again. So nuts, though. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I only heard about the Romeo and Juliet law through um one of the Transformer movies, which is not saying much, but yeah, Angela, I heard about that. Hmm. Johnson says they should bring in Parker. It might be helpful for Holly to have her brother in town. I don't know. I think she may still be annoying, but Harry says I made time to watch Barnard to see that gorgeous and enjoy the mind. She was so loving and nice today. With a laughing emoji, yes. Yeah, I know something's going on with her now. Dave said hello, and Albert. Before I talk about GH, I would like to start and say Merry Christmas to all you all. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend with your loved ones. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Appreciate that. Dave says who works. I don't know who works for who. Would you like Nan Joy and stuff? Though? Okay. Angela said I'm great. Happy holidays. Yes, happy holidays to you, Angela. Angela. The good Angela. I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue to sometimes call you the good Angela. I don't know if she's going to get. I don't know if she's going to get arrested because of that. Um, I think it's going to have something to do with a car accident because she's in a coma. So I don't know. I don't know how much alcohol you can drink before you get into a coma. Yeah, man. And honestly, yeah, it's gonna screw Audra. It's gonna screw over Audra. I mean, it's gonna screw over Tucker too now, but it's gonna screw over Audra. That chick is too hot to be getting fired. That's a good thing in my book. Oh, okay, Kyrie's. Though said if they wanted someone to cause trouble for Johnny Snow, they could have had to bring in Talia or brought Joe Wesley, who we never seen. Darby says, I'm going to be on the deathbed still hating that Angela chick. You damn right. You know what, Darby? You are damn right. Can't stand that woman. Seriously, Darby, I don't think, I don't know if I'm ever going to get over that. To be fair, Darby, I didn't actually think about that. Yeah, Kyrie. So is Nate. Nate's a good man. Nate the Great is a good man. Lisa says Holly is in a coma probably due to a drug blank overdose. Remember Clive? Oh, from the Beast Jar, yes. But yeah, Nate the Great is a good man. And so is Nick Newman. Debbie says she's on your list forever. I can't help it. I am just that petty. You know, and it's funny, dog. I didn't think about that until the good Angela came in. Perry says you won't. I'm sure we will hear about for next 8 months your grudge against her. It's okay. You know, I know, Carries. I'm petty too. But you know, the thing is, Carries, I haven't actually brought it up in a minute, though. I really haven't. I only brought it up because I saw the good Angela. I'm going to say it is. I know what happens to Holly next week. Well, how about you keep it a surprise? How about you keep it a surprise for the rest of us? No. Toby says if best intentions were pain and murder, no, I can't with her. I ain't letting that ish go. Nope. Nope. Not doing it. Yeah, exactly. So does Nate. Nate gets a bad rap. Okay? Nate the Great gets a bad rap. He was actually Smithy trying to help Victor out today. And Victor was acting like a dick. And I like Victor for some odd reason, but he was out of pocket today. You make sure you leave my family alone. Uh, Queen Janet, did you watch the JLG? No. Um, I didn't have time today. You know, I actually told you, Janet, I saw you in his live stream today. I saw you in his live stream today. Exactly, Janet. He is great. But yeah, I saw you in his live stream today. I have to tell you, true, Janet, I was on for a little bit, and then the conversation got a little bit too heavy. And I at one point I had a bow out. I was like, I said my little comment, and then I bowed out. Because I can tell it was a conversation that Janice I was like I like his unfiltered live streams. Yeah. So what does that have to do being? Well, you know, Ron, if she took some sort of pills, the wrong mixture of pills, it could put her in a hospital in a coma. Darby says I'm okay with Nate not so great. Damn. Be the first one to catch. Yeah, it made sense, Mel. And Nikki, of course, acted like trash. Um, she got caught and she acted like trash. It's a good thing Nikki being punished. Just stay at your chancellor with her. That's the business. Oh, that's the business that pays you. Okay. But yeah, no, Janet, I saw you in the live stream. I saw you, Laura B, and some other people. And I said what I said, and then I was like, nope, I'm not gonna do this. Because I know if I would have stayed in that live stream, it would not have been good. Like, bro, I respect you, but it's your live stream. I'll let you do what you do. I'm just gonna no, 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 no. Because I know how I am. Johnson says Ashley thought Sasha was gonna spill the beans about Kodak. Really? Jonathan, I said this in my review. Max is gonna be pissed off at him. Dolly says, what were they talking about? Race. They were talking about race and representation and stuff. And I was like, nope, 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 no. Harry says there are three women that will never get a pass or forgiveness from me. I think Albert knows now to do the fist. Of course. Harry says Albert stalking his members online. No, it's not true, Darby. But I mean, I do when I do see names, I know the names and stuff like that. I see on my live stream, so I know the names. Well, Ron, maybe Tate bought the pills for her, and then they found out those damn Logans, just the worst, aren't they, Kyrie's? Except for Donna, because she's Donna. And Katie baby. Johnson says I looks like more dark as me. Oh, Jonathan, Esme being dark again has been for far too long. I listen. I miss exactly AE. I miss old Esme. It took them way too long to bring them back. No, Kyrie, stop being mean. She's Katie, baby. Stop it. Stop it. It's Katie, baby. God damn it. Being mean to Katie, baby. Can't with you, Kyrie's. Not gonna be disrespecting Katie, baby like that. That Teresa is only going to be on next week. Oh, that's good. That's good. That is great news now. It'll be even better when Wendy leaves. Billy says, I know you don't watch the UK shows, but I'm so excited for EastEnders anniversary Christmas episode. They've been building up a murder mystery for a whole year. I wish, Dolly, when I start doing this full time, I'm definitely gonna make some time to watch that show. Because I'm not gonna lie, Dolly, I looked at the previews. I didn't know what was going on, but I was like, this show looks kind of exciting. Harry says there's rumor Catherine, who plays Brooke, played a role in Taylor. I heard about that. I heard about that, Kyries, and that's one of the things that James is talking about. Because here's the thing, Kyries, he was actually defending Catherine Smith, is saying that she doesn't have power like that. I don't know where these rumors are coming from, but yeah, no, I heard about that rumor. If that's true, then it's more than ever those Logan women can't be trusted. Nah, I heard about that rumor. So to know who it is, since I tell you who comes back to Days of Our Lives. Hmm, let's keep that a mystery for right now. Let's keep that a mystery for right now. Well, yeah, obviously, Ryan. Yeah, no, she is going to lose her mind. Johnson says, my guess is Esme will pretend she still doesn't remember her past while she plots something sinister. Sounds exciting. That sounds exciting. Yes, we do, Spuddy Quake. Yes, we do. This show needs something. Let's not sit there and act like this show don't need anything. This show needs something. So this show damn well needs something. They are just those evil Logan women. So, okay. Well, like I said, now Kyrie said GH was good today. What did you like about it? I thought GH was in the middle. I thought GH was middle ground because some people listening to saying that some people listening to saying it was boring. I thought it was decent. I thought it was a decent episode. Um, yeah, I thought it was a decent episode. Lois was her over the top usual self, and and I was gonna sit there and say at Kyrie's, I did like the fact that Ava kept it real with her. She's like, no, I'm not on Michael's side, but I mean, you hurt a lot of people that he loves. Let's not sit there and try to act like he's not gonna, have anything for you, have any sort of smoke for you. Like, what are you thinking? Sometimes friends need to hear the hard stuff. So it says Jace need more violence. Just scenes after scene of Violet getting in grown folks. It feel like it needs less Violet, but okay. Lisa says I'm waiting for Tucker to fight back. Jonathan says I think one of the only things I like about GSA was the Michael and Nat stuff. Hmm. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. Yeah. I had a feeling about that. I was like, I know at this point you just trolling. Just as up on Molly couldn't produce eggs anyway. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so confused about that Jess at this point. She's sitting there talking about I'm going to do this, I'm going to sit there and um I thought the same thing. Yeah, I wonder what you're actually gonna do. Darby says I'm more waiting for Tucker to tell. Yes. Darby says I'm more waiting for Tucker to tell Devon to F off. Yeah, I said the same thing, Darby. I was like, here's the thing. At a certain point, you gotta love them from a distance. Um, and I'm not exactly feeling the way that Devon has been treating um Tucker, because at the end of the day, it's like you know exactly who he is, right? Okay, so he lied to you about the connection that he had with me. But that was it. You know, I can understand why some people think that Devon has this high and mighty, holier than thou attitude. It's not a deal breaker to make me hate him, but I don't like the way Holly was playing the vulnerable card. Well, yeah, I don't like Holly, period. She was just being annoying today. Cat lady, the hell? Cat lady says, yeah, they let Monica out to play today. Yeah, they let her out the attic. They allowed her to sit there and take some time from the attic. It's the holidays. It's the holiday season, cat lady. They felt like being generous. Billy says Devon has to get it through his head that Tucker is not Neil. Alicia, how you doing tonight? Alicia, sexy Alicia. Darby says Devon is such a condescending hypocrite. When he's not committing adultery, he's preaching to others about morality. Lisa says Neil wasn't a perfect man either. Ron says, I better hope that Johnny and Pash go after the go over, go go over to the Hortons and throw Constantine out. Well, that'd be funny. Jess says, did you have your shopping date yet? Nope. I think it'd be like after the holidays. And honestly, tell you the truth, Jess, I think it's, just going out to ramen, getting some ramen. Some new ramen, by the way, which I'm actually very excited for. So it's a ramen date, just, Johnson says, would you find Holly more annoying than Allie? Yes. Yeah. I don't, damn, that's a good question. They're both annoying. Oof. No, 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 no. Holly is much more annoying. Damn, I gotta think about that. That's a really good question. That's a really good question. Yeah, Jess, I love me some ramen. So Carrie said, Autumn says, yeah, but Ava did have a point when she was talking to Nina. Nina needs to stop acting so surprised when people don't forgive her because Nina did hurtful things to people Michael cares about. Yes, I said the same thing. That's always like, yo, Ava was on point today. Alicia said Ava served Nina today. Yeah, it was good. Darby says somebody made Albert miss Allie. Yeah, that shit was annoying. That's a really good question, though. I think I see. I want to sit there and say Holly, but Holly's fresh in my head, though. Darby says Allie was more disappointing. Yeah, she was. Darby says Holly is super annoying. Allie was just dry and disappointing. Autumn says Selena needs to stop thinking people should automatically forgive her. They don't have to do anything that was mainly Ava's point to that. Harry says if someone snitched on Willow for something Nina would be just as vindicated. Yeah, but the question is who's more annoying, Ron? Harry says, nope, I want to burn my eyes out with Aunt Stella and Hat Daddy. Oh, you aren't feeling it? You aren't feeling the connection? And just said Ava been keeping it real with Nina, she just don't listen. That's very true. That's very true. She's been she's been keeping it real with her since day one. Once she said, tell the damn truth. Ava was the first person to sit there and say, tell the truth, throw yourself at the mercy of the court, and see what happens. But those dance moves, they looking good. Stella looks better than. Okay, all right, yeah, I'm not gonna lose my appetite tonight. Billy says, at Kate, Marlena, and Sammy, then look at Allie and wonder why isn't she more interesting? Her mom and grandma are so much cooler than her. Yeah, definitely a disappointment when you do sit there and look at it that way. Yes. Lisa says maybe there can be a love triangle with Phyllis, Stella, and Marshall. Yeah, if they ever bring Phyllis back. Darby Ron says Albert and Brady will accuse Holly of. I don't know if I don't. I don't see him doing that. I don't see him accusing Holly of setting him up though. Yeah, but the thing is, Kyrie's they're not cold. Surprisingly, they're actually not cold. They're actually not cold. I don't know how they're not cold, but they're not cold though. And no, no, I haven't. I don't think that she's on Jay's Darby. Autumn says, Albert, here's a question for you. Where you think Spinelli was out of line with Cody today? Yes, he was. He was Autumn. Because I'm like, it's at the end of the day, I was like, it's not your house. You need to sit there and chill out. Oh, just says we don't need to see a 50-year-old man in a love triangle. Well, Jess, I'll sit there and tell you one thing. Don't say that in somebody else's. Just don't say that in somebody else's live stream. That's all I'm gonna sit there and say. Don't say that in somebody else's live stream. I read that. I was like, oh, keep that energy in this live stream, Jess. Duan says when Nina is revealed to Sunny, I really don't think he will leave her. He may temporarily leave her. Yeah, it was okay. I didn't really think it was just says who I don't give it. James. Don't say that in James's live stream. You saw him before. He was actually doing a collab with me. Don't say that on his live stream. Cause it Carrie says, and who else live stream? James. That it will go pretty dark pretty fast. At least I like the horse biting spin out. I wish there was a torn shirt. Just as I don't watch him anyway. Okay, I'm just saying. Alicia, I wish they could actually had a torn shirt. A torn shirt or something. But yeah, no, Duan, you've been in this live stream before. You've been in this live stream before. AE says, Albert, I like your live streams. You keep it light. Thank you. That's what I like to do. I like to keep it light and I like to keep it fun. You know? That's what that I saw that comment just I was like, oh, please keep that energy in here. Autumn says, hey Albert, if I was available today and Nina was telling my business like she was telling Ava's business, then I would have been like, hey Sonny, did you ever find out? Ooh. Jolie says, some 50-year-old men like to do their thing. Look at Sonny pushing 60 with preschooler age kids. That's true. But I'm still looking at that comment just said. I was like, oof. Yeah, no, you wrote that comment earlier. Just says, just like Robert with Holly and Diane, he ain't nothing to fight over. He says none of the actors have that kind of power on any shows. Well, I heard Maurice Bernard has a little bit of power. So I say, yeah, I was just wondering who you meant. I had an idea. Yeah, exactly, Duane. That's exactly. I was like, don't go on James with that type of energy. It will not end well. Lisa says Sasha was standing up for Cody, but he was lying to Mac about not being his son. Spinelli was right in some ways and not trusting him. Hmm. Harry says Blaze will never have any talent. Either she's a born character. Okay. It's not about being okay, Spider Quake. You're not getting it. Yeah, I mean, I know some people liked it. It wasn't the same for me. I didn't really, I didn't really care about it that much. The flashbacks is cool. Other than that, Autumn says, I'm sure as hell would have told Sonny that Nina snitched on Carly and True because Nina had no right to tell it was business. I'm kind of glad she did. I get it, but I'm kind of glad she did though. Johnson says doesn't like working at force. Why is that? Why is that? I'm very curious about that, Jonathan. Like I said, Spike Quick, it wouldn't be a good idea to go in there with that energy. Hmm. I didn't think it was that great. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was that great. No, I thought it was okay though. He says I like Michael's snooty attitude. That's interesting. I know some people are just kind of pissed off at him, but Lisa says Lee will be surprised that Billy's back. She wanted him to stay. Yeah, I mean, and he dipped on her, and he dipped on her. He did the podcast thing for a while, act like his other job wasn't that important. I don't know if she'd be happy that he's back. Justice has been delayed for over a year, and some of the actors are moving on to other projects. Yeah, it's kind of a shame. Although I'm not gonna lie, Jonathan, I didn't like the last episode, but I loved it. I loved the whole season. I just didn't like the last episode. So it's actually kind of a shame, though. But Jonathan, I also heard the show was really expensive. Um, one of the at one of the actresses was on Inside of You, and she was meant to talk about how expensive the show was and how little episodes that they actually made. Ron says, Albert, do you think that Andrew and Melinda trash can be a thing? No, no. I don't know why. Mm. Johnson says, Adrena, who played Kelly, started that it didn't look like the show will be returning. Yeah, she was on. Oh, yeah, she was on Inside of Me with Michael Rosenbaum. Thank you, Kyrie's. Kyrie says even Betty was a better character than Blaze. Damn. Well, I did like Betty, so yeah. Though that's why I read that. I was like, I don't know. Yeah. Blaze said Michael is getting more and more ridiculous. What the hell is he up to? He doesn't want to hurt Sonny since when? Yeah, and I don't get that either because I'm like, wouldn't it be helping Sonny by saying, "Hey, listen, this is who your wife really is." Allison, Dolly. Autumn says, "I what Michael did was pretty smart with what he did with Ned by giving him some of his ELQ shares, even though he didn't keep Ned quiet. Even though he did keep Ned quiet to go to Jabal and Nate betray his family, so two wrongs to make it right." I didn't see that. They're both out of pocket. Grams TV was good. Um, I'm not gonna lie. Part of it was the slap Duan when she slapped Ava. It was like she was just so forceful. It was actually kind of hot. She was so forceful with it. It was like, damn, that's how you get down. She's really unlucky. I think it has a lot to do with her personality, Ron. I don't think it has anything to do with luck. Duane says Betty only lasted a week. I know, and she left such a good impression. What's good, Grams TV? Joey says thanks. They should just call her that. Hmm. But yeah, that's why I like Betty. I know somebody doesn't like Betty because of the whole slap thing, but Elise said Betty slapped Ava down like a boss. Yeah, it was not gonna lie, I was kind of just like, damn, that's hot. Elise says, does anyone miss Rory? Damn, Rory. Mm-mm. Yeah, I mean, no, a lot of people are not going to be happy um seeing Xander either. Curry says if Sonny wasn't in that room, Ava would hmm, I guess only time will tell. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Graham said Rory was a waste of a character. Yes, I agree with that. And thank you, Blackmon. Yes, make sure you do hit the like button. It really does actually help. I wonder how many likes we have so far. Harry says, how do y'all think Lily's going to feel about Billy being back? She may be yeah, she's definitely gonna be she's not gonna be happy about that. She's not gonna be happy about that. Especially the way he left, he just like kind of left her in a lurch like that. I'm very curious how many likes we have. Jesus Christ, it's almost faster. Damn, I gotta update my picture. I gotta do that. Oh, okay. All right, we got nine. Okay, we got 20 likes. We got 30 people in the chat. So, y'all enjoying the stream? Hit the like button. It really does help. Um, but yeah, no, Rory was kind of a waste of a character. It's like Rory. Here's the thing: Rory was there as a placeholder. That's what Rory was there as a placeholder until Spencer got there. Rory says Michael did that to keep his control over Nina longer. If his blackmail over Nina ends, the more Nina will interfere with his family. And he says Nina kills me when she goes to Ava for advice. And that friendship is very odd. Curry says, all right, I gotta go to the Betty praise made me mad over again. Good night, everyone else, especially good night to my gorgeous queen, Jessica. Good night, Kyrie's. Mel says, Albert, well, everyone has to get used to that Xander is the father of Victoria and will be with Sarah again. But at least Xander is not scheming like Constantine is. Well, he's not scheming now. See, that's the problem. That's the problem with Xander now. Is that he's not scheming now. Doesn't mean he's not going to be scheming later on. I mean, here's the thing: he's good up until a certain point, and then he starts doing some stupid ass. Jess said, "Why you say my?" I know, Jess. I'm sorry. That's just how I read it. But just I'll try to make sure that doesn't happen again. Okay. Duane says, "What Billy is back at?" Yep, he is back at Chancellor Winters, and I don't know how Lily's gonna feel about that. Graham says, "I was hoping Miss Wu, Brad, and Rory were related. They could have been People had such high hopes for that story. By the way, where is Miss Wu? Where is Miss Wu? That's something else that James made a point of saying. Okay. Like, I'm sorry, Jess. I'm sorry. I will make sure I will not call you by your gov name, Mrs. Jack Abbott. Because, I feel that Mrs. Jack Abbott has a much better ring to it. Johnson says if Xander takes over Titan, it might bring him back to his old ways. I'm not gonna lie, Jonathan. I'll tell you this much, Jonathan. The minute that Xander starts acting up, for every person that's like, "Oh, I love Xander and Sarah being together," I'm going to go off. I'm gonna have such a good time, just kind of mocking the people. Seriously, Grant says she's probably hanging with Taggart. Yeah, under a bridge, probably getting drunk. Kelly says, Cyrus must have handled Miss Will. Yeah, that was Miss Will. I can't wait. I can't wait for the truth to come out. Derby says, and don't her directly into just. Well, yeah, you know me. I gotta sit here and treat Mrs. Jack Adams with respect. Ron says Xander is never going to change, even as he is with Sarah. Sharing a child, he's just the same person. Yep. Yeah, I can't sit there and disrespect Mrs. Jack Abbott like that. Many nicknames for her. Hmm. A says, I think Sonny will let Nina slide and take his anger out on Michael. That'd be kind of, I'm not gonna lie, that would be kind of out of pocket. That will be kind of out of pocket. Instead of getting mad at the person that nearly sent your baby mom or whatever to jail, you gonna be mad at your son? I can't wait until Sonny finds out what Michael was trying to do with Dex. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm waiting for. I mean, he might be a little bit mad. Might be a little bit mad, Jess. Lobby says I'm late. I was watching. That movie is complicated. Yeah, Lobby, I was just there saying that I saw you and James live stream. I was just saying that. I was like, I saw you and James live stream. I was there for a little bit. Lisa says Xander character has evolved, so he has changed, unlike Clyde. Time will tell, Lisa. Time will tell. No, Lobby, it's good to see you, though. It's good to see you. I know you was there. I know you was there, Lobby. I saw you. I saw you and some other people. I was in the chat for a little bit, and then it didn't start getting a little bit kind of heavy. Like the conversation got a little heavy, and I was like, I had to sit there and kind of back out of it because I felt like it was going. I felt like it was going in a direction that I felt like it was going in a direction like I would have probably been out of pocket. So I was like, let me just leave the chat now, so this way I don't say anything out of pocket. I was like, all right, yeah, I'm good. In my temporary role as Spider-Quake. Apparently they filmed Bobby's episode funeral episode. Yeah, they're gonna be like a two-parter in January. Bobby says sometimes it can be heavy, that is mature. Yeah, I had to remove myself. Like I said, Laura, me and James are cool. We don't agree on everything, and certain, especially things of a heavy subject matter like that. You know, so I was like, I was like, yeah, we're not gonna go there because Terry Eskin says I saw about 5 minutes. Yeah, that was probably 5 minutes too long. I was on for a little bit. I was like, nope, I'm good because we're not gonna do this. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to a place where, yeah. Lisa says Victor was once a bad guy. Xander will be like Victor in some ways. Justin, what's good, Justin? Bobby says I was surprised that they fired Krista. There was so much more they can do. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Lobby, and it's funny too, because AE, somebody else in the chat said that she quit. And this is the problem. This is the problem with stuff like that. She's saying that she got fired. Somebody else is in there saying that she quit. And a lot of times with these situations, there's always three sides to um there's always three sides to a story. Um, I know I did title it Krista got fired, but throwing Island's ass on Christmas, but also giving a good beat down in front of Maggie so she. Oh, Ron, I gotta sit there and tell you, you write sometimes you write like the best fan fiction. You really do. You have a knack for that. I will give you that. You have a really good knack for it. All right. As fun as this actually has been, I was supposed to sit there and probably end this live like 60 minutes ago. So I'm in the live here because I do gotta wake up early in the morning for work. Um, Way too early in the morning for work. I do want to thank everyone for joining. Um, and I will see y'all tomorrow. So this is a lot of fun. I appreciate every single one of y'all for being here. Have a good night, Laura B. Have a good night, Ronnie Ron. Have a good night, Darby. Have a good night, Lisa. Have a good night, Mel. Have a good night, Spider-Quick. Trust me, listen, by the time next year starts, I will be planning on quitting my job. Trust me. That I am going to sit there and do everything I can to be a full-time YouTuber. Yes. Have a good night, Darby. Have a good night, Lisa. Have a good night, Blackmon. Have a good night, Grams TV. Lobby said, did you get? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Thank you, Lobby. Thank you for asking. I feel so much better now. Have a good night, Queen Janet. Darby says now. Trust me, one day next year I definitely will. Have a good night, Cherry Ice Cream. Have a good night, Melly Mama Heart Queen. Have a good night, Lisa. Have a good night, Cat Lady. Have a good night, Queen Jess. Have a good night, Valerie. It's good to see you again. Have a good night, AE. Yeah, AE, that slapper. I'm not gonna lie, that was the day I was like, we need more betting. I will stand by that ish with 10 toes down. Have a good night, Jonathan. Have a good night, Duan. Have a good night, Justin. But yes, have a good night, everyone. Stay safe, and I will see you on the next live stream. Laters.